All right, so they revealed Fahkumram for Tekken 8 Season 2. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but let's take a look. Man, stop glazing these tournament players, dog. Please.
I'm going to make you pay.
They hate you guys. They hate you guys. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. No more of this shit, man. Fuck the ghosts.
Your luck is run out.
Cyber Phantom Pack. That doesn't look too bad. It's something, you know? Karate Kid. Yo. That's a pretty color. Did that say classic costumes? I guess there must have been like alternatives. Kuma and Panda color costumes. Okay. Version 2.03 coming this summer with Pac-Man. A Pac-Man stage. People love those. No sarcasm. Oh man, it's one of those stages. I hate that. Pac-Man hit a. Is this necessary to have in the trailer? Like, they could explain some of this stuff. Like, I don't care about the Pac-Man plushie, dude. The ball. Weren't people complaining that this wasn't like being played that much? The beach ball, the Tekken ball shit. Way too much Pac-Man glazing going on. Way too much PR coverage of a disastrous season. Like, yeah, it's not that nobody likes this game right now. Look at these guys yelling. Pathetic, man. Okay, come on. Balance adjustment 1, 2, and 3. 3 balance adjustments. How's this coming through, by the way? Probably should have set this up higher. Lame. That's all they gave us. I was under the impression like there was like some gameplay, but very, very, very lame. So let me explain why this is so lame, right? Fahkumram was a very controversial character when he came to Tekken 7, and the reason for that was because Fahkumram was like very tough, like Leroy was. Leroy and Fahkumram were dominating the tournaments, and you know, maybe that might be the case on this game. Fahkumram had a stance transition that I think that was like kind of difficult to fight against. I didn't fight too many of them, so I can't really like weigh in on that because I'm gonna be honest with you, keep it G with you. Tekken 7 sucked, and too many people were sucking that game's dick. They sucked that game's dick so hard that the developer stopped listening to people, because when people were giving feedback back when Tekken Tag 2 came out, people had a lot to say. And you know, I think the Tekken Tag 2, for better or worse, actually came out a really balanced game, despite like having some issues with rage and some characters being able to take advantage of that. But like a game with like over 55 characters, and I would say like 5 of them are really, really hard to fight against. Like, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? In my opinion, that's how I remember it. But in Tekken 7, you know, a lot less characters. When you start to shrink the roster, things get a little bit more clear. But yeah, so Fahkumram, people don't even really like this character like that. That's why I'm like kind of confused because well, I'm not confused because Bandai Namco is it's a series of like robots working there, right? I guess they fired some people that worked on season 2, which I think most people would agree is like kind of like uncalled for. Like nobody wants them fired except for like some lame edge lords online. But you know, I think that's messed up, and I'm glad that I didn't buy this season. Like, I'll buy Anna. I'm not buying Marduk. I'm Marduk. Um, I'm not buying Fahkumram because I don't feel like I have no connection to the character. I don't think anybody does. Like, you know, why are you guys putting DLC characters from the last game as DLC characters for this game? Like they should be by default. You would think the characters that would have some story in the next game. So I know some people don't care about story, but that's how you make these things make sense. That's how you find out what characters are going to be in the next game. You know what I mean? And you're not confused, looking like a dumbass when a character is gone. But with Tekken, it doesn't make any sense to, you know, pay attention to the story anyhow, because guess what? We still don't know what happened to Beck Dosan. People say that, oh, well, don't worry about it. He's died because of his ending on Tekken 6, which isn't canon. And, you know, Harada hasn't confirmed that he's died. Harada hasn't confirmed that Wong Jinrei has died. Harada hasn't confirmed that Bruce Irvin is dead. And they won't give them back to us. They just want to replace those characters with somebody new, which is what happened coincidentally with Kunimitsu. And the reason why that happened with Kunimitsu is because, well, Kunimitsu didn't get replaced necessarily, but they put different ninjas in the game. Bandai Namco said that, you know, there weren't enough people playing with Kunimitsu. But with Fahkumram, it seems like the inverse. It seems like because season 3 did well in their eyes, I guess, and like, you know, they moved a lot of units and a lot of people played with Fahkumram, Leroy, and Lydia. They felt like, you know what, let's put these characters as DLC, because that's the smartest thing I could possibly think of, right? Like, they're used a lot. It couldn't be because, you know, they're characters that people want to buy because the game is going on like over 10 years. You know, it shouldn't have anything to do with that. It is simply because everybody loves these characters, you know, or a large, vast majority of people love these characters. Those characters were complained about so much. I didn't expect all of them to return. All 3 of them return. Lydia returned, Leroy returned, Fahkumram returned. I don't give a fuck what people say about Leroy right now. He's still annoying, you know. That auto parry shit is stupid. And Reina is like the direct descendant of Leroy, basically, in my opinion. Like, it's a character that's like kind of easy to use and like gets a lot out of like very little, mostly just pressing buttons, you know. And that's another thing that people complain about. It's something I'll complain about all the time. It annoys me. But yeah, going back to Fahkumram, I don't think that he was like a dramatically popular character just because of like, you know, his story or necessarily his fighting style, because the character that had the fighting style that most resembled Thai boxing was Josie. And the reason why I, you know, equate her to Thai boxing, even though it's like slightly different, her fighting style, it's like Filipino kickboxing, but she fights the most similarly to Bruce Irvin, right? And it annoys me that people are like, ew, Josie. Like, bro, Josie, whatever you say about her, I get it, her character wasn't that cool, but like, she was the closest thing we had to Bruce. And I think that if you're a fan of a series, it's okay to have some sort of like connection to the characters, right? Like, I have a connection to Bruce, you know, not just being a black guy, you know, we're both black, and that's cool. But you know, I like this fighting style. I liked him since his debut in Tekken 2, and like, I don't get to experience that because they think they crunch the numbers and they're like, well, 10 billion people bought Fahkumram, so obviously everybody loves him. Like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Maybe I'm overestimating like how I felt the situation played out with Tekken 7, but I don't think people like Fahkumram necessarily because of like the mechanics he introduced and like some of the annoying things he could do, like, you know, pressure you with some attacks and then break your guard. Like, I didn't appreciate that. The guard breaking mechanic, stupid. I hated it. I thought it was like way dumb. But yeah. And another component to this is I cannot believe I cannot believe that this season is so boring with this DLC picks, right? Like, Anna Williams has been in every Tekken game except 4. Like, I've said that many times. Every mainline Tekken game, including Tag, she's been in all of those games except 4, and they made her a DLC character for this game. How boring is that? And let's talk about Fahkumram, how he was just usable in the last game. Which I would have respected them more if they made him like a character that was already available. But no, they had to say, you know what, we're gonna make him a DLC character, and that's why I'm glad I did not buy this stupid ass season. I only will buy Anna because I like Anna. It's nostalgic for me. She's a classic character. I'll get her when she's on sale. I'm not paying like right now. Like, I got grown men shit that I'm paying on right now. You know what I mean? And other games too. I bought Assassin's Creed. I bought Claire Obscure. I still gotta buy Ghost of Yote. I'm not spending $8 motherfucking on Anna Williams when I could just re-download Tekken 7 or emulate Tekken Tag 2 and play with her and have a similar amount of moves. Like, come on, man, don't be stupid. I'm sorry I'm so aggressive, but it's like, man, forget this shit, right? Like, Fahkumram, I didn't like Fahkumram on Tekken 7 playing with him. Like, as a fan of Bruce and somebody who played with Josie, I play with all the kickboxing characters. I play with Brian, I play with Katarina, I play with Josie, I play with Bruce. You know what I'm saying? I play with all the characters that have some sort of derivative version of Thai boxing, right? But I play with Fahkumram, and I didn't care for it, man. Like the big, slow, super strong version of like. Not even Bruce or anybody, man. He's his own guy, and that's fine. But why does he need to be DLC? He was just in the last fucking game. I'm sorry. That's all I got to say about this. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. Returning character. Yeah, I wonder who this is. With their track record, this might be Eliza. It's purple. She has purple lipstick. New challenger. Who the fuck knows and who cares, honestly, at this point. They couldn't possibly add another character unless it's like that Korean girl Taekyon fighter that they were talking about. That would be interesting. Like, and she's not doing some auto parry, auto dodge shit like Reina, Azucena, and Leroy. Like, as long as it's not like that. Like, I really wish we would just like get back to the point where some characters have some moves that do some evasive actions, but like they're not abusable, and it's not something that they want to do all the time. It's like one of those surprise moves, right? Like Kazuya and his full crouch down forward 3+4, right? Like, it's not that good. It's punishable. But it's something that you could do, and it's something that he has that evades, like, I think it evades mids and in certain parts of it, and highs, and it knocks the opponent down. Like, shit like that, I want to see more of that. I don't want to see these stupid ass, I'm going to walk forward and then I'm going to, like, blow a kiss, and if you try and punch me, I'm going to do an uppercut kick and juggle you through, like, 5 fucking stories of concrete. Like, I don't want to see that shit anymore, man. Damn. I've been positive, you know what I mean? But this shit just pisses me off. But that's all I got to say. I'm sorry. I'm a passionate Tekken fan.